Hey everybody. So today we're going to be talking about reflecting feelings and summarizing. So I'm going to be honest. I think reflecting feeling is maybe the most important basic skill you could possess as a counselor. And all you're really doing is you've been learning all these good skills. You already know how to reflect back the content of what the person is saying, but now you're adding in a feeling word. So you're really listening to how they feel, and this could be you're observing their body language, you are listening to the words that they're saying, and you're just reflecting back the feelings that they have already expressed. So an example of that might be so if a client is maybe talking about grief and they say, I just miss her so much. I just feel this weight of living without her. And you notice that, the client's tearing up a little bit. The counselor would say, the grief since her passing is overwhelmingly painful. You just wish you could see her again. So really, you're just taking what they said, but you're noticing the tears. And, the person is saying, I miss her, but you're sensing that there's a lot of pain there. So you say, this grief is so painful, and you just wish you could see her again. This is when you can adequately pull off this skill, then the client will truly feel like they can open up to you because they will know that you understand how they're actually feeling. And I think that's kind of where the magic happens in counseling, because in life so many people care about other people and we have all these great relationships, but we all know that out of our friends and partners and family members, there might be one that you feel like you can share the hard stuff with. And it's usually because of the way that they respond. So if you can use this reflection of feeling skill, then they'll feel like I can trust this person with my feelings because they're hearing me. They actually understand how I'm feeling. So that's what reflection of feeling really conveys. And it's a really powerful tool. And now we're also going to talk a little bit about summarizing. So summarizing is, it can be a little bit of a challenging skill, but it can be really useful when maybe you are starting a session off and you summarize the things that you spoke about in the last session. It can also happen periodically throughout the counseling session because you're kind of just saying, it's a longer phrase summarizing what the person has just said up to this point. And it can really help kind of keep you on track. Sometimes clients have a tendency to ramble and go from one story to the next, and summarizing can really help keep things a little more contained so that the client can then choose which direction to go, or you can direct the session. But putting a summarization in either in the middle or at the end or the beginning of a session can really help the client feel heard, but it can also help direct the session. So you can use this at the beginning of the session to summarize the previous session. You could do it anytime you kind of feel like the client's really derailing. You can summarize a few things that were said, which can help focus the client. And you can also use it at the end and say something like, today we talked a lot about your family history. You told me about some of the goals that you want to work on in here and some of the current struggles you're having. I heard that, you're having trouble with sleep and you're having a lot of anxiety. And it sounds like some of those things are tied into your job and your relationships, and that those are the things that you would like to work on. So it's a longer statement, but you're really just summarizing and summing up what the person said to kind of keep everyone focused and on track. So that is reflection of feeling and summarization. Again, I encourage you to work on these with your friends and family over the course of the week, because we're going to be applying these obviously in our videos. So, all right, have a good day.